Cultural relativism, it is about understanding the cultures without judgment, tackled by a person who has a beliefs, values, and practices, and that be judged against the beliefs of others. It is knowing the importance of every culture. Cultural relativism, it is a source of moral impact of every people who has a beliefs.
Culture reflects the moral and ethical beliefs and standards that speak to how people should behave and interact with others. Cultural map of the world, this diagram attempts to plot different countries by the importance of different types of values. Culture refers to the outlook, attitudes, values, goals, and practice shared by a group, organization, or society. Interpretation by cultural norms and different cultures can have different beliefs about what is right and wrong. All this to say, the influence of culture on moral behavior depends on its status in relation to the power and social configuration of given society. In sum, culture is an important site through which to study human behavior, social norms, and as such, human life.
This is what I learned in Module 1. Ethics are the values that guide our decisions and behavior so that we can have a good impact. Ethics can be defined as the principles that guide our decision in order to make the best decisions that benefit everyone. Moral behavior is to act in a way that is consistent with one's moral principles and standards. When children share, help, cooperate, communicate, sympathize, or any other way, show that they care about others. They are demonstrating pro-social and moral behavior. In addition, culture improves our quality of life and raise general well-being for both individuals and communities through improving learning and health, increasing tolerance, and providing opportunities to connect with others.
Good day everyone, I am Jenny Canali Panganiban from BE Ed 1A, and now I am going to give my insights and learning about our topic in week 1, which is the culture in moral behavior. So, moral behavior is an action or actions that produce good outcomes for the individuals as member of a community or society. It can be applied to the whole global society. As a member of the society, especially as being a youth, I understand the importance of having a good moral behavior because it helps me a lot to become a better person that knows what is good and what is bad. The culture can be defined as all the ways of life, including arts, beliefs, and institutions of a populations that are passed down from generations to generation. It also describes as a collective way of life or way of doing things. It is the sum of attitudes, values, goals, and practices shared by individuals in a group, organization, or society. As being a student, I should have the moral behavior to contribute to the community as well as to the culture. I should respect each culture that I may encounter, like to my classmates, because I know that we're from different regions. I need to adjust and respect them and just do what is the right thing to do. And as a member of my family, I should have that moral behavior to know what is the right thing to do and what is bad. I should also respect my family and show them that I am responsible in anything that I am doing. And as a member of the community, I should perform the moral behavior in a way that I can contribute to the goodness of our community, like being a role model to every youth so that I can influence them to become a productive youth, and I will introduce to them our culture that is very important to know, that we know our culture that is very important that they know the importance of our culture and on how they can help our culture to grow and to be able to pass it into generation to generations.
Are what you believe to be right and wrong, especially how you should act and treat other people.
Good day, everyone. This is Julian C. Abergos from BA Ed 1A. Yes, culture is learned behavior. No one is born with an inherent understanding of their culture. They must learn it as they grow. Behavior determines culture, and culture determines behavior. Behavior is influenced by both personal and environmental factors, but added that people, through their behavior, also influence themselves and their environment. Culture reflects the moral and ethical beliefs and standards that speak to how people should behave and interact with others. They act as prescriptions for correct and moral behavior, lend meaning and coherence to life, and provide a means of achieving a sense of integrity, safety, and belonging.
People to live cooperatively in groups is what society determined to be right and acceptable. Our culture shapes the way we work and play, and it makes difference in how we view ourselves and others. It affects our values that we consider the right and wrong. But our choice can also influence others, ultimately help shape on our society.
My name is Jermina Picarenan from BA Ed 1A. Culture and moral behavior. When we say culture, it is a way of life of group of people. Culture have a vital role in our life. It is part of our life that no one can remove. It can also become our identity that other country can easily identify us. It can learn as we grow like behavior, and it can adapt through environment. Thus, we can also learn to respect and appreciate it morally. It can build relationship to one another. Moral behavior have a big impact to one culture because having a moral behavior help us to have a good and prosperous relationship. As well as moral behavior is an act intended to produce kind and or fair outcomes. It is a way on how we interact or communicate to one's culture morally. We all know that we have a lot of different culture, we have different beliefs. However, it is a must that we respect and interact morally to them. We must be responsible in every behavior we do. We must morally accept those differences so that it can lead to have a prosperous and unity of everyone.
Culture is the way of life of a particular community of people. That is their traditions, customs, beliefs, their languages, arts, and mode of dressing. Unity is the quality of being united into one. Diversity means differences. Unity and cultural diversity is the way of people can be united despite of cultural differences. We can be able to promote the principles of unity and in the diversity of culture by living with a mindsetting of do unto others what you want do others unto you. Be good if you want a good atmosphere anyone around us. Regardless of differences of culture, as there is what we call law of attraction. This is the philosophy believing positive thought bring positive result. How I want to be treated, I'll do it first. Being reflections of what we want to see in others as a respect given, respect earned, Culture is all the way of lives, including arts, beliefs, and institutions of a population that pass down from generation to generation. Where values are the basic and fundamental beliefs of an individual that guides or motivates attitudes or actions. It is the personal qualities we choose to embody, to guide our action, who we want to be, the manner in which we treat ourselves and others.
I am Maria Erica Madjos, and here are some information that I got in Module 1, Moral Behavior. Ethics are moral principles that guide a person's behavior. So, these morals are shaped by social norms, cultural practices, and religious influences. Ethical decision making requires judgment and interpretation, the application of a set of values to set of perception and estimates of the consequences of an action.